Hey everybody, we're here for day 7. We're rolling right along in the year 2016's advent of code. I'm having a lot of fun doing them. I feel like the last few have been a little easy, but I think that happens usually at the beginning of the year. But also maybe I'm getting smarter. Probably not. Anyway, yeah, love doing these, having fun doing them. And yeah, hopefully it'll make me ready for the upcoming advent of code. So let's just do it. Let's get on with it. So today's day is Internet Protocol version 7. Oh, get it. IPv7. Okay. We can't even get the world to move over to IPv6. While snooping around the local network of EBHQ, so what we call it? Did we call it that last time? Easter Bunny HQ. You compile a list of IP addresses. They're IP7, of course. IPv6 is much too limited. Okay. I think with like IPv6, it's like every single person can have a billion IP addresses or something like that. I don't remember the exact number, but okay. You'd like to figure out which IP supports TLS, transport layer snooping. Okay. An IP supports TLS if it has an autonomous bridge bypass annotation, or ABA. An ABA is any 4-character sequence which consists of a pair of 2 different characters followed by the reverse of that pair, such as XYYX or ABBA. However, the IP also must not have an ABA within any hypernet sequences which are contained by the square brackets. For example, this one supports TLS. There's an ABA right here. Okay. This one does not. Oh, so it has XYYX on the outside, but it has it on the inside, so it doesn't support it. Okay. So we're like essentially looking for brackets contain the hypernet and non-brackets contain the non-hypernet, I guess, the IPv7. So we're looking for ABAs outside, but it could be any character, right? Yeah, any 2 pairs reversed. So like this, a pair of different characters followed by the reverse of that pair. So this reverse. Okay. Even though X1 is out of the bracket. Okay. So this one does not. AAA is invalid because the exterior and the interior are different. This one does, because it's got an OXXO, even though it's within a larger string. Okay. How many IPs in your puzzle input support TLS? To begin, get your puzzle input. Okay, there are a lot of them. Still, probably not so much that it's an issue, but I don't know. Let's try and solve it. So, like, yeah, like what's going through my mind is, we probably need to be able to determine whether we're in hypernet in the hypernet or not, and then take these chunks and decide, okay, now are we yes or no, or there we don't want to find any here, and out of here we do want to find them. So there are a lot of them, but they aren't very long. They aren't super long. Like, what's going through my mind is there some way for me to like split by these 2 characters? Like if I split N and collect, I know that my right side, sorry, if I split by left bracket, I know that this side is outside. And then if I take this substring right here and I split by right bracket, I know that the left side is in the hypertext and the right side is out. And so then I have this chunk and this chunk. And within those chunks, I can look for the things. Pair of two different characters follow my... I just want to make sure, like, what was going through my mind is, like, if it was B, A, and then A, B over here, would that work? Or ABBA, 4 character sequence consists of a pair. ABBA, an ABBA is any 4 character sequence which consists of a pair of blah, 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 blah. However, the IP also must not have an ABBA with any hypertext sequences, which are blah. So I don't think so. I think I can just split these. Okay. So hopefully, yeah. And when you see these things, I think what you think is Windows. So what my plan is I'm going to parse these out. So I know I'm going to have like a list of ones that are out and a list of ones that are in. And then I'm going to look through all the out ones for at least one that has an ABBA. And then I'm going to make sure in the ins there's none that have an ABBA. So let's do it. Becca stir is good. So I'm probably write a helper function like fn split brackets. So you give me a stir and I'll give you, I guess I need to do, I'll give you a vec stir for the in and a vec, or sorry, for the out, and vec stir for the in. Like that. So if I do for part in input dot split this and I almost want to do like a split n or a split once. So let me look up how split once works. Because what I'm thinking is I could while loop. Stir split once. So it will eventually return none. So I can just while split once and do this. So that's my plan. I'm gonna, oops. While left, right in split once. It'd be like while let some. Oh, but the input's going to change because I want to chunk it off. What doesn't like about this? Oh, it's equals. So I'm gonna do out dot push left because I know the left side is out, right? And then I'm gonna do let left right equal right dot split once, like this. Dot unwrap. We presumably all the things are correct, so that's going to be it. And so now we do inside dot push left. Sorry, the names aren't great, but then we do input equals right. And then presumably the split once will fail, which means now we'll say like if input does not equal this out dot push input, like whatever's left over. What doesn't like about that? Okay, once we use that. Okay, so now here I should be able to do let. Oh, I'm going to do this for each input, right? So I'm going to say input dot lines. No, input dot iter dot map. I guess I should do filter L. And then we're going to want to find the values that are well, first we want to call split brackets, I guess. So let outside inside equal split brackets L. So now we have the outside and inside. So we want to find at least one in the outside. So that would be outside dot iter dot find how do I do this? This is going to be a chunk of them. It's going to be is sum. So we want to say chunk dot as slice. No. Is it to slice? Oh, it's so it's window. Is that not it either? I'm trying to, like, presumably this chunk is, well, I know it's a string. It's one of these. I want to do a window over the string. I can't, yeah. How do I make a slice out of a string? Let's see what it says here. Use iter tools. Cars Windows 3. Okay, you turn it into a vec. So we want windows of size 4. Dot find so what does our window, it's like W0 equal to W3 and W1 equal to W2. So it's like saying the outside and the inside are the same, and W0 does not equal W1, like that. Okay, it doesn't like this. Okay, I need to do is some here as well. Still doesn't like it. Oh, I haven't done the inside yet. Is that all that's mad about? No. What's this part? Oh, I can just do any. Okay. So I want to do that, any, and there should be none on the inside. So I want to do this. Not any. Like that. Oh no. I did that in the wrong place. It should be this. That. 74? Do you think that's right? There's a lot of them. Seems low. Yeah. If you're stuck, make sure you're using the full input. It just says that's not the right answer. Okay, so let's think through this. Maybe let's spit out outside and inside. Oops. Is that right? So I got this one and this one. And okay, so in the next one I get this one, this one, this one. I'm not getting this last one right here. Do I get Leah Cube? Yep. So I don't get, I'm never getting the last one in my split. If not empty, thanks for that. Let's delete this because 118, is that better? Oops. There we go. Good. Okay, not too bad. I think I messed up that. Yeah, I messed up that. I actually probably had it right, but then Clippy told me to switch it, and I didn't switch it correctly. Okay, so part 2. You would also like to know which IPs support SSL, super secret listening. An IP supports SSL if it has an area broadcast accessor or ABA anywhere in the SuperNet sequences outside of any square bracketed sections and a corresponding block, byte allocation block, or BAB anywhere in the hypernet sequence. An ABA is any 3 character sequences which consist of the same characters twice with a different character between them, XYX or ABA. Corresponding BAB is the same characters but in reversed positions, YXY or BAB respectively. So I need to find all of these, all of the ABAs, and then see if I have any equivalent BABs inside. So I have outside brackets, inside brackets. Now I'm just doing this different thing. This one supports it because this one does not because it doesn't have the XYXY. This one does because there's probably a ZBZ. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think I get that. So how does this change part 1? So I need to... The split brackets are good. But for each of these, I want to... Okay, so for the outside, I want to find ABAs and turn them into BABs. So I have my list. And then I can just do a string search for those, presumably inside the inside ones. So yeah, I think that's all I need to do. So we'd say if, no, we'd say outside dot iter dot so for each of them, I want to produce an array of the successful ones. So I want to do a flat map of the chunks in that flat map. So this should produce a let ABA equal this. So I'm going to take all these and collect them, I presume. So for each chunk, I'm going to do cars dot collect vec dot windows 3 dot filter map, because I want to turn the windows into their things. So it'd be dot collect. So this is going to be, I'm going to have the window and I'm going to say if w0 equals w2 and w0 does not equal w1, then I have an ABBA. And I want to return some of so there's probably an easier way to do this, but I'm thinking of doing like this. Format, and then we do w1, w0, w1 again. Else none. What doesn't like about this? Oh, no, don't need that. What doesn't it like about this? Oh, I need to do this one too. Oh, I'm doing these wrong. Getting late. I probably shouldn't have done another day. I'm having too much fun though. Okay, so now I have all my ABBAs. And so my filter should be, well, this is looking really ugly, but it should be now inside dot iter dot map chunk. I guess I should filter any. What did I do before? Oh, I don't filter any. I just say any. So any chunk where chunk dot contains abba dot iter dot any chunk dot contains like that. Well, it gave me an answer. Should we try it? That's right. Okay. So what is this doing? Just to like clarify how this all works, right? Remember, we're just looking for matches in part one. Like we're looking for ABBAs, but not ABBAs in here. And then in part 2, we're looking for ABAs outside that have a corresponding BAB inside. So this code is ugly. We can probably fix it up a little bit. I think part 1 looks pretty good. Again, this is kind of weird, but like we can see if we can fix that. Part 2 is especially crazy, but the idea is I'm still splitting by brackets for part 2, but I do a flat map to collect all of the ABAs. So like for each chunk that I find, I do a collect Windows 3 and then filter by the ones that meet the criteria, right? That they're an ABA. So that gives me my thing. I wonder how much of this I can... I know I can't do that, but could this be if I did... Is that enough? It's not. It still wants me to do this. So that is probably not helpful. Okay, so what this top part is saying, find all the ABAs. It looks kind of clunky. But then I just go through all the insides and say, you know, for each chunk, look at all the ABAs and see. And I just had to find one of them that matches, right? So chunk contains is just going to look for each of the ABAs. And if I ever find one, then I'm done. Yeah, so it finishes pretty fast. What other things can I do here? Like, I wonder if the filter... It's probably going to suggest I do a filter map, but who knows? Because like this almost seems cleaner, doesn't it? Like this, you get the same answer. Oh, it doesn't ask. Sometimes it says, hey, you should probably filter map together, but it didn't that time. So that makes it look cleaner to me, at least. Could be hard to grok this like part right here. Because like basically I'm looking for any here and not any here. I could create an ABA. So I could create a helper function. Fn contains ABA. You give me a it's basically this. Oh, what if I just did this? Sorry, I'm trying to think through like what's going to make this look more readable. So in here, then I can say contains ABBA and not contains ABBA. What doesn't it like about this? Sure. Okay, does that feel more readable? That, at least in my mind, it does. Outside it or any contains ABBA and not inside it or any contains ABBA. That feels more readable. So we could do the same thing here to make this a little bit more readable. FN. So find a boss, Abyss. Yeah, I probably need to do this, is what it's saying. Oh, but this is... I actually don't need this because I'm actually doing a string. That's the real issue, is it's actually going to become a string. Oops. Huh. Okay, does that feel cleaner? Yeah, sometimes creating little helper functions makes the logic make more sense, right? Because then you can kind of read it more clearly. You're saying, so let the ABBAs be equal to a flat map of find ABBAs, which is this. So we can even, find all the ABA groupings and return their equivalent BABs. BAB. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'd love to see your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think. Maybe I should look at this a little bit. I mean, I really want I think having the split bracket is really helpful. Split brackets. Maybe there's some either easier way to split it. Like you can think about what I'm doing here is I'm just like recursively splitting once on the input on the left brackets. And then I know the left side is on the outside. And then I split again on this one. And now I know I can put the left on the inside and the right is the rest of the output. Then I had this bug here, right, where I didn't do the final part. Maybe there's a functional way to do this. Not sure. Might be interesting to know how you parsed each of the lines. It feels pretty efficient. I'm doing them, both of them in about 1 millisecond, 2 milliseconds. Why is the part 2 harder? Oh, I have to build the ABBAs and then look for them in all the insides. So I can see why that would be more complex. Okay, yeah, I'll submit this as is. Let me know what you think, and I'd love to see how you did yours. So, yeah, send me yours or any thoughts you have on how I solved this one. Otherwise, we'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.